In the fast-paced world of technological innovation, one philosophy has often reigned supreme: move fast and break things. It's a mantra that, for some, echoes with the unbridled enthusiasm of youth, but for others, it smacks of a disregard for the consequences. Nowhere does this tension feel more apparent than with SpaceX's Starship program. Despite an investment nearing $10 billion and 9 test launches, Starship has yet to achieve orbit, let alone deliver any of its small dummy payloads. While learning from failure is crucial, the recurring nature of these failures, often from functionally similar causes, raises serious questions about the lessons truly being absorbed. Yet, against this backdrop, Elon Musk made a stunning announcement: a Starship mission to Mars next year, followed by the ambitious landing of a small army of Tesla bots on the Martian surface in 2027. So, what exactly is this audacious plan? Musk envisions deploying several Mars-ready third-generation Starships in 2025. These rockets are designed to be 20 meters longer than their predecessors, primarily to carry more propellant. Remarkably, they are also expected to have a lighter dry mass despite their increased size. Powering these Leviathans will be the new Raptor 3 engines, a significant upgrade from the Raptor 2s. By simplifying their design and removing heat shielding, SpaceX has reportedly shaved off around 100 kilograms per engine, while boosting thrust by nearly 20% and specific impulse by 6%. The grand scheme involves launching 5 of these Generation 3 Starships towards Mars in 2026, with all scheduled for landing in 2027. Their cargo, Tesla bots, intended to demonstrate key technologies for Mars transit and landing. However, the journey to Mars isn't as simple as a direct launch. Starship requires in-orbit refueling to complete the trip and ensure a safe landing. Each Mars-bound Starship will need to be refueled multiple times in Earth orbit via cryogenic fuel transfers from other Starships, a feat that has never been accomplished before. This means that for 5 Starships to reach Mars, the actual number of launches needed will escalate into the tens. But beyond a new, more powerful rocket and the complexities of in-orbit refueling, are these advancements enough to ensure a successful Mars mission? In short, absolutely not. There are a myriad of significant hurdles. For one, the proposed Generation 3 Starship, despite its enhancements, appears to fundamentally overlook the issues that have plagued its predecessors. Previous test flights, specifically Flights 7, 8, and 9, consistently failed not due to a lack of thrust or fuel, but because the rocket and its engines were simply too fragile for the immense stresses of launch and landing. Building a larger rocket with a weaker structure, yet designed to carry substantially more mass, and equipping it with hotter-running engines that lack heat shields seems like a recipe for repeating past failures, directly contradicting basic engineering principles. Another critical concern revolves around Starship's payload capacity. Initially, Musk claimed a 150-ton payload to low Earth orbit, which was later revised to 45 tons due to a significant thrust shortfall. However, actual test flights, Flight 7 with 20 tons, Flight 8 with 8 tons, and Flight 9 with 16 tons, show a much bleaker picture. These minuscule payloads allowed for less fuel and a lighter rocket, theoretically reducing stress. Yet, even under these less demanding conditions, the rockets still failed due to stress-related issues. While Flight 9 did reach orbital speeds, it exploded before delivering its payload, suggesting a theoretical maximum of 16 tons to LEO with a high risk of failure. This is significantly less than SpaceX's own Falcon 9. The focus on increasing thrust and fuel capacity in the Gen 3 rocket aims to address this pathetic payload capacity, rather than the core problem of explosive mission failures. Musk's promise of a 200-ton payload capacity for Gen 3 Starship to LEO, a 12.5-fold increase, simply isn't achievable with a 20% thrust increase and 6% specific impulse improvement, especially for a much heavier rocket. Even if Starship can reach orbit, its Mars-bound payload capacity would be effectively useless. Then there's the monumental challenge of cryogenic fuel transfer. Starship's upper stage expels most of its propellant during launch and nearly all of the remainder during landing. To escape Earth's orbit and land on another celestial body, it needs a complete in-orbit refill. SpaceX plans to achieve this by sending up additional Starships carrying propellant, which would then dock with the Mars-bound vessel and transfer fuel. This is a maneuver that has never been successfully executed. Handling volatile cryogenic substances in the vacuum of space, safely transferring them between two massive spacecraft without leaks or explosions, presents immense complexities and risks. A single error could be catastrophic for both starships. Given that multiple refueling operations will be necessary to reach Mars, this risk is compounded, making the chance of a Starship actually leaving Earth orbit extremely slim. The cost and logistical implications are equally daunting. To completely refill Starship's 2,500-ton fuel tank in orbit for a Mars mission, assuming a highly optimistic 45-ton fuel transfer capacity per launch and a cost of $70 million per launch, would require 33 refueling launches, totaling 34 launches and approximately $2.38 billion per Starship. Musk's ambition to send 5 Starships to Mars in 2026 means a staggering 170 launches and an estimated $11.9 billion, far exceeding SpaceX's launch achievements in 2024 and their total Starship investment over the last decade. The sheer logistics of such a rapid launch cadence, coupled with the inevitable grounding of rockets after each failure, makes meeting the limited 26-month Mars launch window incredibly challenging. Unless a miracle occurs, involving astronomical cost reductions, impossible payload increases, perfect reusability, and a 100% success rate, Starship simply won't be reaching Mars in 2026.